What you're about to see is top secret. It is a videotape recorded 900,000 years ago by an alien using a remote-controlled camera. It shows his attempts to educate a caveman. They have been codenamed the Prometheus and Bob tapes.
Alright, so get ready for an adventure. My boss told me not to come to work today, and I don't know why. Hopefully I fucked something up bad enough that he said just don't come in tomorrow, which worked out to my advantage. Because they got York Street Rod Nationals in town right now, and Riley driving this big turd over to my house. And we both roll down there and see what's going on. Only problem is, it's running weird because it's hot out, and he's getting a heat soak issue where the fuel's getting real hot in the fuel line. So, hopefully we don't die or break down, because he just put this on the road after breaking the motor in. And we got, what, at least 30 miles to go down south?
Probably.
Done. We gotta go up all them big hills on the highway with this thing running hot. All right, let's do it. Riley broke the hula girl. Skirt's down here. Gonna have to zip tie it back on. Straight up Bluesmobile. That sign, there's my sign. It said, let's talk about your 401k. I was just talking about cashing that thing out the other day. There's my sign, let's talk about my 401k. I don't know, this shit's still running like ass, but it's alright now that we're up on the highway.
I think it's probably idle jets, too rich.
Alright, so here he is, day 2, York Street Rod Nationals. I didn't film nothing yesterday. Buick is running like a pile of dog shit, so we took this thing out today because old reliable shitbox here just seems to get great gas mileage and never break. 71 Ford pickup, 302, 3 on the tree. Absolutely no compression left. Blows oil, consumes oil like a madman, and it just goes. So here we are. Let's see what we can get into. And it does sound all right. Bed's held on with ratchet straps. Literally, that's what's holding the bed. The bed to the frame is held on by ratchet straps.
Well, it's held up by wooden
and
blocks.
And boards.
Wooden blocks. Here,
wooden blocks, ratchet straps. I don't think I put this on my channel ever, really. So here you get to take a look at it.
Dragging a
ratchet strap on the ground while we be driving.
Look, my tail light lamp, my plate light is just the fucking bracket I took off this parts Subaru.
Bed's all falling apart. The bed is off a 39 Dodge truck. So this thing's almost 100 years old. And yeah, this is what you get. When your Buick don't run right, you drive your shitty Ford. Straight up Uncle Jesse truck. Now here's what I don't get. How do you smack something, bend the hood, bend the grill, bend the valence panel, but not the bumper? How the hell do you pull that off?
This is what happens when you buy shit from a meth head.
They had to have replaced the bumper. Alright, so let's walk around and see what we get into. Oh, and looky who it is! Fuck you, man. Where the wagon at? 62! I know y'all can't see it right now. There's a 68 Chevy wagon right there. And in front of it, you got a 240 SX. '68. Yeah. literally Zach's Caprice wagon. Zach had that 94 LT1 Caprice. It's literally his car, same color, just a 68 version. I think it's awesome. $240 and a red light and a El Capo. Oh, there we go. And there's an LS in the 240. LS swap 240. That's awesome. Oh, and here we got a trash can. And then the shit times. It's a badass car though. Here comes Captain. Here comes Captain Farmer. I didn't hear mine.
Yours just went right to voicemail.
Say hi, Mom, on TV.
Hi, I'm on TV. I went to voicemail?
Over there, talking to Haley.
Yeah. She was there. She went and found another man.
Sergeant Baldy showed up, his backup, and he's gripping himself up. Over here we got Austin's car, and then we got a 72 heavy Chevy. Not too many people know what a heavy Chevy is, but it's basically a Malibu spiced up to look like a Chevelle. And heavy Chevys, they have blacked out mascara on the headlight bezels. Probably a 307 if I had to guess. Oh no, it says 350 right there on the tag. But yeah, heavy Chevy, it's kind of like a Pontiac T37 instead of a Le Mans. And they're pretty cool. But you get your standard issue, I mean, you get your graphics, but you get your standard issue bench seat, column shift, sweeper gauge in the dash. But they're cool. And actually, I like the door panels in this one. It's actually got wood grain. And it's got a nice headliner in it too. I wonder if it's original. Oop. I know it's nothing too special to look at, but here's a 79 to 85 Tornado. It's like our Riviera. I want to go out and say that I think it's an earlier one because of the mirrors. The older ones put the mirrors here on the door, and the newer ones have the mirror up here on the glass, where you get that piece of plastic. And I'm missing all the good action. But anyway, one thing I like about these, they got high beam indicators on the fender that light up blue when your high beams are on. All right, let's get back to the action. All right, so that's all I ended up filming while we were down in New York because I got caught up in the moment. But however, Riley filmed a lot more than I did, and he's got decent footage. I already seen some of it. He's gonna be posting that video shortly. And I'll post this one the same time he posts his. This way I can just put the link to his video down in the comments, and you can go and check out a lot more that happened down in New York that I didn't film because sometimes I don't do that. So what I'm doing now is I've owned this Mustang for almost 3 years, and I've never waxed it once. And the paint is so chalky that if you wash the car and dust lands on it and moisture sets in overnight, it etches itself into the paint. The car feels like sandpaper. So I'm tired of cleaning it all the time, and I really don't clean it all the time. So the car goes for like 2 months of just being dirty as shit. So we're gonna wax it today and see how well that works out. I waxed one small section of the trunklet already, and it feels a lot better. I'll show you that in a second, as soon as this bike is gone. fucking noisy ass bike. The moment I'm trying to show you what I did so you can hear something, that piece of shit shows up. So if you listen, right here you can hear just how chalky the trunklet is. It's like nails on a chalkboard, literally. But if you come over here, you don't do that no more. I waxed this one small section. It looked better, but like I said, that's not what I was aiming for. Come on. Clean, clean, dirty. It's like somebody put the brakes on my finger. So, the goal here isn't to make the car look pretty. It's just so it stops getting dirty so fast. It's this car's probably needed waxed for who knows how many years. So, however, I still haven't vacuumed it out since I bought it. The car needed vacuumed when I got it, and here we are 3 years later. Still haven't cleaned up none of that crud, and I really don't plan on it because it's the Mustang. So I'm gonna get to work on this, and I'll let you guys know how it turned out when I'm done. Okay, so evidently I'm spoiling the Mustang because I pulled the spoiler off, pun intended. So it's easier to clean this lid and wax everything. God, look at all that shit under there. I'm gonna have to wash this, and then I'm gonna have to let it dry quick so I can put wax over it. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just put silicone over here when I bolt the wing back on to seal everything so water don't get in there. But Jesus Christ, let's take a moment to appreciate just how ugly this car is without a wing. It looks stupid. Well, that's kind of queer looking with a K-W-A-E-R. I already waxed the wing, so I figured it was easier to do while it was bolted on the car. And I'm gonna have to probably clean up the bottom side of the stud so the silicone has something to adhere to. Fuck. All right, there. I'd say that looks at least 3% better versus all that black shit that was under here. Guaranteed that wing has never ever been pulled off this car, and the car is like what, 25, 26 now. It's actually not that dirty under here. It's I wiped off as much as I could. It's silicone, it'll seal. So all right, back to it. All right, so I'm pretty much done. The only things I didn't wax is the roof for a couple reasons, because it's getting dark out. 2, I don't feel like it. And 3, I'll do that shit another day. And 4, this roof is nothing but overspray and random spray paint spots, and I don't even feel like touching this shit. And I didn't do the front bumper because I'll do that another day when I do the roof. I don't feel like bending down and crawling down there and doing all that. But the hood came out really nice. Look at that shine. This fender came out really nice, and you could just glide your hands across it now. This fender came out like ass because this fender is nothing but overspray like the roof. That's waxed. You can see where the paint's all messed up. Paint keeps peeling off the car, and I just blow rattle can paint over it. Doors came out all right. Quarters, I did this. The trunk came out really nice. Got that all back together with silicone. And it's official. I had to add that onto the back because why not? And yeah, that's it. That's done. That's the first time I've ever waxed this car since I've owned it, and it's probably gonna be the last time I wax it because I don't foresee it getting that trashed like it was. Especially I haven't told you guys why, and you're gonna see it in another episode coming up in a little bit. But I'm not going to have to drive this all the time in the winter anymore. I'm going to winterize this car and put it in my storage unit so keep it out of the road salt and all that. But I have another car showing up to the house. I thought I was down a car because I sold a Camaro, but before I sold a Camaro, I actually bought something else you guys don't know about yet. And don't worry, it's nothing cool. In fact, it's actually an unsubscriber special, and it's something you'll never see videos on because there'd be no point. Stick around for that. And like I said, go to Riley's video. He's got all the extra footage from the York Street Rod Nationals that I didn't get. And also you got me on there. So I'll see you guys then. Take it easy. And that's it.
End.